Hello students. Today in history we are going to learn lesson 1, sources of history. History is classified into ancient, medieval, modern. Last year we have learned ancient Indian history. This year we are going to study the medieval period of Indian history. This period is from the 9th century CE, that is Common Era, till the end of the 18th century. Let's see what's history. History is a chronological, scientific, and systematic account of past events. It means the past events are arranged in a scientifically proven and organized way. There are four factors which are important from the viewpoint of history. They are individuals, society, place, and time. Individuals means people or great personalities lived during a period. Society means a group of people living together in a community. Place and time. History must be based on authentic evidence or proofs. That means it must be based on facts or proofs. These scientific evidences are known as sources of history. Now let's classify the sources of history. Sources of history is classified into material sources, written sources, and oral sources. First of all, let us learn material sources. Material sources are sources from which we can gather information about history. Forts. Forts have an important place among material sources. Memorials or monuments include samadhis, graves, virgala, etc. Buildings include palaces, ministerial mansions, queen's quarters, and so on. Cave sculptures. Cave sculpture is creating a structure by carving it out of solid natural rock. Coins are another important source of history. We learn about the rulers, their period, their administration, religious ideas from coins. Inscription is a carving on a stone or wall. It is considered as a very important, reliable source of history. From inscription, we come to know about language, script, and social life of a period. Inscriptions carved on sheets of copper are known as copper plates. Royal announcements, judgments were inscribed on copper plates. Next is written sources. It refers to the sources that are in the written form. Let's learn what are the written sources of history. We learn about the important historical events in the medieval period from sources like writing styles of scripts, namely Devanagari, Arabic, Persian, Modi, as well as from different languages, religious manuscripts, biographies, paintings, etc. Such sources are called written sources. In ancient times, people of India used to write on the barks of Burjapatra. Children, do you know that our ancestors used to write on the barks or on the leaves of trees before the invention of paper? Documents of administration in the courts of kings is an example of written source. Genealogies means lineage or family tree, and Shakavali means political history of Maratha Empire. These are other examples. Communication done during the medieval time is an important source. Judgment and court orders is valuable source of History. Treatise is a piece of writing on a particular subject. Biographies are detailed description of a person. Biographies of kings and queens is another important written source. During medieval period, many travelers from other countries came to India. They have written travelogues or accounts of their travel. Chronicle is a written record of historical events. It helps in understanding the political situation, changes in languages, cultural and social life. Bakar is a type of chronicle originated in Maharashtra. Tawarik or Tarik means sequence of events. It helps in understanding the historical events of that period. Now, oral sources. We come to know about different phases of village or traditional community life through folk literature. It is traditionally passed on from generation to generation. These are known as oral sources. Folk songs are songs which had originated in traditional popular culture. Gatha, shlokas, abhangas, povadas are different types of poems. Proverbs are short, well-known sentence or phrase that gives some advice. Legends are traditional stories popularly regarded as historical but no evidence to that it is real. Myths are stories which people believe but that or may not exist. So, dear students, history is written with the help of the three types of sources which we have studied now. Even after it has been written down, research on it goes on continuously. New sources and information come to light through this research. Then, history has to be rewritten accordingly. Hope you all have identified the different sources of history.